morning. I seem to make all my videos in the morning. This is when I'm most articulate, is in the morning, evidently. So, good morning to everyone. This is the lumbar spine. So many people are frightened of the lumbar spine. What can I say about the lumbar spine? It's five vertebrae in the lumbar spine, and it's quite a dodgy area. Remember, this is on the inside of your lumbar spine is your psoas is attached to. It's attached to one of the thoracic and four of the lumbar spine. And this is what makes us into a biped and not a quadruped. Okay, that was a bit too clever for me first thing in the morning. So this allows us to stand up basically. We're the only one that has this psoas muscle that actually comes down and jumps over our pelvis and it joins onto the inside of our femur bone. So what does this muscle do? It pulls us into a slight arch in the lower back. It gives us that lower part of the S curve of the spine. So it's very important that this muscle is actually working, but also it can give us a little bit of discomfort. So the first exercise we're going to do is my go-to exercise, and this will actually bilaterally pull the pelvis into a posterior tilt, and it will allow that lumbar spine to stretch slightly. Well, they don't stretch, they just come to the normal length. So a muscle cannot go past its normal length. So it cannot be longer than it should be. It can only be tighter than it should be. So what do we need? Equipment wise, I've got my block, you can use a chair, and I have got a cushion. Now this is a 2-minute exercise. I'm not going to do it for 2 minutes but I may do it for just a little bit of time and just explain a bit more. So to start with, we're getting into a neutral back position. So you want to make sure that you have got a straight line between that knobbly bit of your hip and your knees. Now you're going to flex your feet back to you. Let me come back a little bit so you can see my feet a bit more, and not that little spine there is. Right, so you want that nice straight line. Flex those feet to you so you haven't got them slack like that. You've really got them flexed towards you, so your toes are towards your nose. Right, now grab your cushion and you're going to, thank you very much to my client who covered my cushion, and you're going to put that between your knees. Now this is really important. Think about pushing your tummy button into your spine. So you're pushing down. If you push down, you'll feel that you're going to curl your coccyx off the ground. So the coccyx is those last little bones on the bottom of your spine, and you're just curling them slightly. What I don't want you to do is lift, all right? I don't want air underneath there. So you're just curling. So you're feeling that the rib between the lower rib cage and your pelvis has now pushed into the ground, and you're going to hold that position. Then with your feet flexed towards you and your knees, you're going to squeeze. I'm probably putting about 30 to 50% of my body weight into my knees. So what is this exercise doing, you may ask? What we're doing is we are actually flexing our feet towards us. So this is giving us some good tension in the lower body. We are now taking our coccyx off the ground. So both sides of that lumbar spine are now into that posterior tilt. They like to be in the anterior tilt. So that's when you've got your bum sticking out and an arch in your back. We bring it into a posterior tilt. The weight now is between my rib cage, my lower rib cage, and my pelvis. So my lumbar spine is now rammed into the ground. That is being stretched. So if there is any disparity within the pelvic area, then have no worries, it's coming out now. If you're finding a lot of discomfort, then you shouldn't be doing it. If you're feeling a little bit of discomfort, then I would carry on. You're squeezing with your knees, so that's in getting your adductors to work. So all those inner groin muscles are now stretching. This is a fab exercise. This is now stretching that lumbar spine beautifully, and you hold for 2 minutes. Well, I'm not staying here for 2 minutes. So that is the first exercise on lumbar spine. So that will be page 26, I hope. I'll look in my book in a minute, of the book. And I would go, that is my big go-to exercise. So my website is above my head. I'm saying so again. Honestly, I think I say that so often. Right. That is my website's above my head. All these are in my book and explained a little bit more in the book. So please buy one, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will speak to you very soon. Take care. Bye.
you.